Yo, 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 yo! What's good, people? It's Denny.
And this is James for another episode of TeaDB. Today we're going to we're going to drink some Zhengsilong 2017 Wangong, some raw Pu'erh.
Yep.
So this is from Tiago over at Tea Encounter over in the UK. So thank you, Tiago.
Thank you.
This is, so I was emailing with Tiago after our recent review of one of the Zhengsilong productions, and he was saying, if you bring on any other tea onto the show, bring this one on.
Cool.
So here we are.
Yeah.
And I have not had the tea since then, so we'll see how it stacks up.
Awesome, yeah. 2017, so pretty young for a raw Pu'erh.
Yeah.
So we'll expect, not sure what to expect, frankly. Smells nice. Smells clean. Smells like a potent young Pu'erh. So, and in terms of the leaf quality here, nice big leaves. It looks like pretty intact. So maybe the packing, the compression was pretty light.
Yep, looks like it. Wangong, small area, greater Yiwu area though, so we'll kind of expect it to maybe have the Yiwu profile.
Yeah, which will hopefully be a little bit to our benefit because some of these teas can be a little aggressive at the 2-year mark. So, yeah, should be. I need to actually learn about that that style of wine that they basically sort of like flash produce. You know about this?
No.
It smells really sweet. Oh, it smells really good. So like some of these teas, some of the wines that are produced are meant to age for quite a bit of time. Other wines like a white tea typically is meant to be drank immediately, right? And some wines the grapes will be produced quickly and basically not left to ferment for much longer than the time it takes to get all the sort of heat, if you will, they say in wine tasting. A lot of the like super strong alcohol notes will evaporate off.
So it's meant to be consumed.
Yeah. So this is sort of like that.
So it's sort of like ripe and raw too.
It is to some degree. Yeah. Yeah. Although you can age both. I suppose that you could age one of those wines, but who knows if it would be good. Probably not worth it. That's not the point of that wine. In the same way that white tea typically is meant to be drank quickly.
It smells really nice.
It does. Floral. Sweet. Oh, honey. All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Quite sweet. It's funny how sugary these Yiwus can be.
Yeah. It's almost light, but then it's almost like really heavy too. It's like kind of like, it doesn't have like a ton of different flavors yet, but it's like the base of it feels quite strong.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I can tell that this will become bitter.
Yeah.
So, but some of these teas though, I mean, we've had some of the white tea young raws that they just, I can't remember what that one was that I had. I had a couple cakes with that guy.
Pound cake?
Yeah, the pound cake. It was so sweet. So I mean, there's variety out there certainly. I mean, more typically we're going to be getting into those deeper, earthier, more intense flavors.
And this is the third tea that Denny and I are drinking today. And usually the third tea is when stuff tends to get a little wild. And this is also like the strongest tea. Okay, don't. We're gonna have a tea action. It's just like the top shelf comes down and just kills you.
My life.
Yeah.
One episode of TeaDB at a time.
Yeah.
Including
it just ends in memoriam of Denny. I filmed coverage while you're just lying there. I'm just like, second team's pretty good.
And then it's like that really bad movie where they had to like have that dead guy like be on vacation or whatever, you know? It's like some crappy 80s movie where like they had to have some old some old dead rich guy dies, and it's like two teens who have to keep him seeming to be alive.
Okay. That sounds like a bad 80s movie.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
I'd watch that.
Yeah,
yeah.
It was great. Anyway, all right.
Cheers, guys.
Shout out to the 80s.
Yep, getting more bitter. Sort of filling in the blanks of like the strength of it.
Totally.
Yeah.
Almost a little grassy, just a hint of it, or hay, kind of like that. You're right though. There's a strange light and strong thing going on here. There's like really fresh, light, soft notes, almost like a white tea.
Right.
And then like the sort of underbelly, kind of like low, bassy, raw flavors.
Yeah. It's like a David Lynch movie. It's sort of like light on the top, and then you see the dark underbelly of the Midwest. I don't know.
Yeah. That's, you've reached internet ridiculousness when you're describing teas as David Lynch like.
Yeah. Maybe this will be like the new
this is more Cronenberg to me.
Yeah. I'm thinking more PTA.
Oh man. That'll be a whole nother can of worms to open. TeaDB times film nerdage.
Yeah, I mean our audience is already like pretty niche enough.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There'd be like
Although
5 people that would watch, and they'd be like super into it.
There are a couple people out there who like to backpack with tea, and shout out to all you guys. And I will say this: your efforts are not have been heard, and many a hour of TeaDB has been filmed in the backcountry so far.
Yeah, so you need to just upload it.
I need to edit it. I actually have enough footage. I have 8 days of tea out there, more or less.
Wow.
I have like probably 7 or 8 different sessions.
Wow.
So I think I'm gonna make something kind of like a May video.
Yeah, because honestly, we like mention it every 3 episodes,
know,
and every time we mention it, there's like people that are like, "Oh, I'm so looking forward to Denny's in between episodes. I can't wait." And I swear those comments are not me, and they're not. As far as I know, they're not your mom.
I pay people to.
Yeah.
My mom pays people to do it. It's a self-esteem thing.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep drinking.
Yeah.
Stevie number
3.
3. Wow. Yeah.
So this tea feels like it is gearing up to go a while.
Yeah, seriously. I'm still tasting a little bit of the bitterness.
Ooh, this one's ramped it up another level. So I would say this is an Yiwu, but it's a strong Yiwu.
Yeah.
This is not your I don't know, a weak Yiwu. It's not your mama boy Yiwu. Yeah.
Well, and some of those Yiwus can have a really strong profile and be really sweet. This is sweet and bitter and potent.
Yeah.
It's energizing tea.
Yeah. So I'm gonna keep these steeps. I am reboiling this water. I'm gonna keep these steeps pretty short still.
Yeah.
This tea is still, I think, kind of at max strength here on steep number 4.
Yeah, absolutely. Still, now, while that bitterness is really front and center and captivating, I'm still experiencing a lot of the sweetness that's residual there. Like I said, it still has a little bit of a sugariness. This isn't going to pass the mom test. This is going to definitely pass the tea nerd test, though. Yeah, tasty, potent, definitely good tea to finish a session or a day on.
Yeah, and how's the aftertaste of it? Is it more bitter or sweet?
Yeah, I mean, certainly both. So, yeah, definitely strong. I'd say probably a little more bitter than sweet, but still there's plenty of sweetness there to be enjoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll just do this last one, just to make sure we don't explode on camera.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we'll explode off camera. Cheers.
Cheers.
Sort of that hay, mineral,
Yeah.
grassy, grainy hay. I always said hay.
It's almost a there's that mineraliness really for me is a sort of saltiness, almost like a seaweedy kind of saltiness to it. Really nice, really interesting.
Smell that. It smells very floral, very nice. Much gentler than it actually tastes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and this tea, given how potent and how much how dynamic it is right now and how much diversity of flavor there is right now, I think this tea would actually benefit from 5 years. I think it'd be very good.
Totally agree. I think this is not this in Yiwu. Denny was talking before we had any cups about like if a tea is made to sort of be drank soon, like something like the pound cake was very tasty for you immediately.
Right.
Who knows how it would age? This tea, I think, clearly has the feel to age for at least a while.
Yeah.
It's strong. I like the aftertaste of it. I like the potency of it. I think it's a pretty good tea.
Yeah, it's good to be drinking now, and I think it will develop into something really, really tasty in the future. James, how do people get this?
Yeah, go to, I believe it's tea-encounter.com.
Oh, okay.
But Google Tea Encounter.
Yeah.
It is still being sold, I believe, as well as a bunch of other teas by the same brand, a pretty well-respected brand in Yunnan. So definitely check out Tiago's web store over there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and where can people find out more about tea?
Check us out on TeaDB.org. If you like the video, feel free to give it a like. If you want to subscribe for content that is equally ridiculous, feel free to do so. I will make an in-between episode. You will. Just wait. It'll be good. And follow us on Instagram, tdborg@gmail.com if you want to get in touch. We'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, cheers.